Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to another video. Today is the 30th of September, the final day in the month. Today we'll be looking at the pair NAS 100, going over the plays that took place here today and the opportunities that presented themselves during today. And I'll be also showing you guys how I got stopped out on a trade that I took today. I was expecting a manipulative kind of day, so I wasn't surprised. Normally that happens when it's the end of the month, and I think also it might be the end of the quarter. So the beginning of the new quarter pretty much starts October. So we have 3 months left in the year. Crazy how time is just flying by. So let's get right into it. Don't want to make this video a very long video, so let's go. So starting off on the daily time frame, we've been going up. Today we had a bit of an inside day, so we actually came down, ran the previous day's low slightly, ever so slightly. We had a smooth body candle here, and that was tapped, and then we went back up. I was expecting the bullish price action. I was expecting it to go a little bit higher. It did go higher, but I wasn't able to be a part of that move. So we had a strong monthly candle. We in a strong bull market. Pretty much less than a percent away from back from all-time highs. I don't know if October will bring us up there. In fact, let me check out. I have the seasonality chart from ICT. I was supposed to mention it for a while now. So seasonality chart from about a couple of years of data. Now this chart is showing me the average return on the NAS 100 index. I think this is going back at least 25 years. I found this information very helpful. Yeah. It doesn't always trend accurate, but it's just a marker to what to expect. So normally September is a bearish month and also October over the last couple of years. But see, if you look at this monthly chart, it's a strong bullish month. So it would have been off right there. Also, let's see if I can pull up the other one. This is also the seasonality chart. So October normally go down and go back up. This is what it's saying. And so let me see if I can find. This one is from last year. Yeah, that was from last year. So this is telling me September is normally up here. So this is from 1971 to 2023. I need to find a more updated version of this, but this is actually telling me that it's normally a bullish going right into the end of the year. But this is for a presidential year. But this is the average year, and this was from 2024. I need to find a newer chart for this one. Let's get back to my current charts because we're not trading seasonality, we're trading the price right in front of us. So today, you can see it's pretty much just a chop fest. I was expecting that, as I say, because it's mountain. So we came into this previous, I think this is a daily opening gap, ICT daily opening gap from last week. So we had one from this week and we had this one from last week. So that's what we tapped into pretty much perfectly. Gave us a nice rejector and pushed us back higher. Going down to a lower time frame. And I must say, looking at US 500, which would be the S&P 500, it was a bit clearer because we had this low here that was swept. This gave me the indication that we might go higher. So this low was swept even before market open today. And then we went actually above the previous day's high. So we actually ran some highs, got back closer to all-time highs. US 30 on the other hand, not so clean. Didn't quite make it back up there. We rejected from this zone right here. But yeah, S&P kind of led the way out and I managed to predict that part of the move. So let's get down to the lower time frame, a little lower time frame. So the 1 hour chart. So I didn't trade London session. I was watching. I got up a few times and I look and I see it. Not much opportunity. But we came down and see here where we ran the previous low and tapped into it. I think I got into the trade. See if I can find it. Show. This is 500. Oh, so yeah. This is it. Show trade history. This is where I got into the trade using the 50-minute chart. But yeah, we didn't get much follow through. At one point I was up like $100 here, but I didn't take off any. And I went break even because I was expecting this part a little bit earlier, which would have been here, because I knew this gap was somehow going to be filled. I just didn't expect that we would come back down here. And not only that, like I had my stops down here, but I'm not monitoring from a computer. I'm using the phone. So I just decided, you know what, let me go break even and just leave it. If it stop me out, it stop me out. And I saw this candle go close up bullish on the 1 hour time frame. So I was expecting a little bit of manipulation coming down and then we would have continued higher. But that wasn't the case. And as I said, it's the end of the month. So I expected the choppy price action. And that's exactly what happened. So we came down for another sweep, another purge. And then we went higher during I think it was later in the afternoon. So I didn't bother entering again and see now we came up, swept the highs and coming back down to this zone and see we might go higher again. So I just going to allow price to develop and see what we can get out of it. If there's a move tomorrow, then I'll take it. If not, then I will just sit on my hands. On the 50-minute chart, see trade history, US 100, this is 500. Let me see if I can turn on the trade history. So see here where we got in. I entered here after this manipulation. I took a small starter here and I waited for this candle to manipulate and I entered here again and entered there again. So we get a nice push and we actually ran these internal highs. I was just expecting these to get run and further tap into this fair value gap up here before selling off. So this part is what stopped me out before we continued higher. Had I not moved my stops to break even, then I might have gotten about 200 and something dollars profit here. But nevertheless, it's still a beautiful trade right there. So let's get down to the lower time frame. Let me see if I can pull up a 5 minutes or a 3 minutes chart. See if I can spot out some of the opportunities that took place. Here. See if I can pull up another chart. So this is the chart that I actually execute from. So see the account balance is currently standing at $10,075. And it was from that break-even trade. So see the price action here today, bit of a mess. So Tokyo leading all the way over. Let me see if I can refresh this template. Push this over now. All right, so London here, Frankfurt here, London here, coming all the way over. And this is right around the opening of the stock market where we had this bit of a chop. And I got in somewhere here and the move that came up here and I got stopped out somewhere around here. So this is where I got in. I could have gotten a better entry if I had been looking on the computer. But like I said, and even the lot size could have been better. But it was still, however, a good trade. Then we came back down to this level here. This was also another decent opportunity to buy. And then I could have caught all of this going up with a better stop and thing. But yeah, that is the move for the entirety of the day. This is how we're looking on. See if I can pull up this ES. It was a little bit less choppy. A little bit less choppy. So we kind of chopped here, came back down for a double, triple purge, and then even then we came back down here before we took off. This is in the afternoon session before we went all the way up to the highs. But nevertheless, like I said, it was a good trading day, proper risk management, proper trade entry. I was patient and everything. So we'll show up again tomorrow and see what we get from the market tomorrow. So let me actually look at the trade history. Pull up the trade history. So they see the couple trades, see the stop loss get hit here, and it's break even. Break even on these for today. So I'll continue showing up until I pass this challenge and even after. So like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on the journey, and you will see me pass this challenge. Catch you guys on the next one tomorrow, and take care.